Today, we are going to introduce to you the concept of self-management. You might have heard some misconceptions about it. The most common of them are the following. People often think that self-managed companies are some kind of anarchic organizations with no structure, no management, and no leadership, and in which everyone is equal and empowered. In reality, self-management is slightly more complex. Most companies nowadays are organized as machines. Everyone has his targets and knows exactly to who is accountable. Self-managed companies are rather like natural ecosystems or brains. Each element has little value on its own. What creates value is the interactions between these elements, but also the sharing of knowledge and expertise. No fixed structure is therefore needed. Nevertheless, in case of conflict, a structure is formed with the most capable person of the organization. Once the problem disappears, the structure is dissolved. Finally, the system empowers knowledge. Hence, people with the strongest expertise take more part to the decision making and thus have a stronger influence on the company's direction. You still didn't totally grasp what it was all about? Let's illustrate it. In self-management, the focus is no more on individual, but rather on group performance and peer-to-peer appraisal. Self-managed companies do not have steep vertical hierarchy, but rather flat structures fostering interactions and the flow of information. But does it mean that those organizations are slowed down by mutual validation systems? Not at all. People fix their own objective, and if someone deems a change or an investment necessary, he can act on his own. But before anything else, he has first to ask people who will be impacted by the measure what they think about it. And second, ask experts to gather as much information as possible to make a sound decision. Finally, once he has a global view on the situation, he can decide whether or not to proceed further. This system relies on the concept of collective intelligence, and if someone fails after having overlooked his peers' point of view, he risks to be expelled from the company. So what should you keep from this short overview? First of all, that self-management has no central nor control, but an interconnected structure empowering every single member of the company and letting anyone call the shots, as long as the other's opinion have been taken into account. Second, self-managed organizations foster the flow of information and transparency. Third, self-managed structures strive to enhance trust, mutual consideration, and naturally adjust roles and distribution. Fourth and last point, no regular meeting are needed, but rather sporadic gathering if someone did not follow the organization rules. If you want to learn more about these new types of organizations, we warmly invite you to watch the other videos on our channel.